Welcome to the depths of the strange, otherworldly, unknown, paranormal, and much more, where we explore theories that defy logic, reason, and will leave you questioning reality itself.
In the Ozark Mountains, stretching through Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and into northern Texas, there is said to be a predator unlike anything science can explain. Locals call it the Ozark Howler. Described as the size of a black bear, with the build of a massive wildcat, horns curling from its skull, and eyes that glow like embers. The howler's name comes from the terrifying sound it makes, a scream, a roar, and a howl, all at once. A sound that, according to legend, you don't just hear, you feel in your bones. Your warning that it's near. Over the years, encounters have followed a disturbing pattern. Campers wake to screams echoing through the forest. Hunters report being stalked by something large that they never see. Roads in rural areas are found littered with torn-up animal carcasses. Deer, coyotes, even livestock. Their bodies broken in ways no known predator could manage. The earliest written account comes from an Arkansas trapper in 1810. He awoke to the sound of a mournful, bone-shaking howl. Lantern in hand, he spotted a hulking black shape at the tree line. No sound of movement, yet its glowing, demonic, feline eyes locked onto him. By morning, his traps were destroyed, and blood marked the snow, but no tracks. 2 days later, another trapper was found dead nearby, his body mauled but with wounds no wolf or bear could cause, and again, no tracks. In 1998, a Missouri man driving home late at night reported a massive black panther-looking beast leaping across the road in 2 strides. He said its shoulders were nearly as tall as his truck's hood, and its eyes glowed unnaturally in the headlights. When he slowed down to get a better look, it had already vanished into the trees without a sound. No tracks, no sound, no trace. How the hell is that possible? In 2011, police in Fayetteville, Arkansas received multiple calls from residents claiming they'd heard an unrecognizable cry in the woods, not knowing whether it was an animal or something else. Several officers investigated, and while they saw nothing, every one of them admitted to hearing it. One described it as a wolf's howl mixed with an elk's bugle and a woman's dying scream. Whatever it was nothing normal, and multiple people knew it, which freaked them out even more. In 2015, a deer hunter in northern Arkansas claimed that just before dawn, he felt something watching him. The forest went silent. Then a low growl came from behind. Turning slowly, he saw a black shape, larger than any mountain lion, just 30 feet away. It stood perfectly still, eyes burning red, with sharp horns. When he raised his rifle, it bolted, but the ground where it had stood was untouched. No paw prints, no sign it had been there at all. Just completely vanished once again. Some believe the howler could be a remnant of a prehistoric predator, perhaps a relative of the saber-tooth or the American lion, hiding deep in the Ozark wilderness, only emerging under cover of night. While this could be a possibility, it doesn't explain why it leaves no tracks behind, though. Others insist it's supernatural. A spirit of the forest tied to death, manifesting as a demonic cat, appearing before tragedy. It's also been connected to the black shuck, a a phantom hellhound from British folklore that settlers may have brought across the Atlantic, where the legend took root and adapted to the Ozarks. The Howler doesn't eat, doesn't leave tracks, doesn't even cast a shadow, some say. It just appears and terrorizes the living. And this is why I personally believe in this theory for this case. Whatever the Ozark Howler really is manifesting as this terrifying beast. For what purpose, other than to frighten those who see it to death, is unknown. Skeptics, of course, point to misidentified cougars or black bears, combined with fear and imagination. But witnesses and theorists argue that the size, the horns, and the unnatural scream rule out any normal animal and point towards something unknown and terrifying. Whether flesh and blood, or something else entirely. The Ozark Howler has a way of keeping its distance, and yet always being dangerously close. So, if you find yourself deep in the Ozarks, and the night is far too quiet, and you hear it, a howl that doesn't sound quite like anything you've ever heard before, a howl that scares the hell out of you, you should know the Ozark Howler is already watching you, and it's calling for your soul.
That's it for this video. I'm interested to know your own theories and thoughts, so please do share them in the comments. I'm also open to video ideas, so feel free to let me know. If you enjoy my videos, then please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thank you as always. And don't forget to keep questioning reality.